Ayo friendos, and welcome back to my channel. Today we have a fantastic video in store for you guys. First and foremost, we will be doing a review and demo on the new Makeup by Mario MoistureGlow Plumping Lip Color. Then moving right along, I'm going to show you how I did this eye look that you see right here. And I will be using two of my favorite Natasha Denona palettes in conjunction to make it happen. Lastly, I have a huge warning for you on a product that you're going to want to run from. Probably, maybe walk, I don't know. Probably something you don't want to pick up. I'm not going to waste any more of your time on this intro, friendos. Let's get to it. Stay tuned. So friendos, I did wear this all day yesterday. This is not a first impressions. I put it back in the box just for you guys. And I already have some thoughts to share with you. So guys, here is our component. She's very small, as you can see. Not the largest lip product ever, that's okay. Before I demo this though, I got the shade Barely Pink, and it is not barely pink. It's not pink at all, it's a brown. So I feel like they did not do a very good job of naming this one or describing it. You'll see in just a second. So I'm going to go ahead and line my lips before we get started today. I'm going to use by Dose of Colors. This is the shade Upbeat. It's their lip liner. And she is bright, but as you can see, my eye look today is bright, so I wanted it to match that. I know it's not very precise, but I'll be smoothing it in. Okay. This is not a pink. This is a brown, as you guys can tell. Let's go to Sephora for facts and claims, and then I'm going to get straight into my opinions. So this retails for $24. It comes in 13 shades. It claims to be a full coverage, water-infused liquid lip color that hydrates and visibly plumps with a weightless, glossy feel. Drench your lips in highly pigmented color without any of the stickiness. With this innovative water-infused formula, a single swipe glosses lips in high shine refractive oils and encapsulated H2O to plump lips with moisture. I can't do it. It's like too thick. It won't let me like get that pressure that I need. There we go. The angled cushion wand allows for an even controlled application. So do I think that this allows for an even controlled application? Absolutely. You guys saw me put it on. I was in control. I was able to get in there onto the lip liner, smooth everything out. Do I think that this is plumping? Yes, but in the same regards as the Lawless Forget the filler is plumping. You're not going to get that little irritation feeling that you get from a Buxom or say a Too Faced lip injection. And because of that, it feels like it's more about the product sitting on your skin that's allowing for that more voluminous look, because it feels like there's a lot sitting on my lips. I feel like you get a lot of product out with that one swipe. Also, I do feel like it coats really well. I don't see any weird patchiness or streakiness, but I do feel like this might not be everyone's cup of tea. And let me tell you why. If you are eating or drinking, this wears off so quickly. I was honestly just surprised. I was sitting there drinking water over the course of an hour, and by the time I was done drinking my water, it was all gone. It was even kind of strange because I didn't see that much on my glass. It's like it just sort of dissipates off the lips. Other than that though, I think it's a pretty good product. I don't feel like it hides imperfections in your lips the same way some of his other lip products do. I feel like his Ultra Suede formula really gives that nice plushy look to the lips. But yesterday I had a lot of chapping. I took care of that today so it doesn't look so bad. But yesterday I could definitely see like where my lips were peeling. So that's something to consider before putting on this product. You might want to do some lip exfoliation before you add this to your lips. And I do feel like this gives my lips a good hydrated feel. So I don't feel like you need to do any sort of lip mask or anything after doing an exfoliation. You could just go right in with this lip color. And I will just end this off saying that this does feel very similar on the lips as the Lawless Forget the filler, where you just get that ever so slight hint of, I don't want to call it a buzzy feeling, but more like a minty feeling on the lips. It does not compare at all to how you feel wearing a Buxom or a Too Faced lip injection product. Those are far more intense. I think if you are someone who's sensitive to a plumping product, this might be your gal. Also, this is very different from the Lawless Forget the Filler in that this is a very opaque color, whereas I don't think that they offered that sort of opacity. Most of their shades are sort of transparent in that formula. Okay, friendos, that's pretty much my thoughts on this lip gloss. I told you at the start of this video that I was going to show you this eye look that we see right here, so let's get into that right now. So friendos, if you have been following me for any time at all, then you know that my all-time favorite Natasha Denona palette is this, the Sunset palette. Now this one always goes on sale at Sephora. I just don't think it's that popular anymore, and I think it's because of the color story. Yeah, mine's a mess. As you can see, it is well loved, but I feel like these warm tones have kind of gone out of style. They released a sister palette to that palette, and this is the Sunrise palette. This one's probably my second favorite. So today, that's what I'm going to be working with. That will be the eyeshadow that you saw when I first started the video. So let's get into this look. So I'm going to start out today's look in the shade Citrine from Sunrise. Gorgeous yellow orange, and of the two yellows in the palette, this one is the more yellowy of the two. It just reminds me of sunflowers. That was something that I grew out in the garden this last year. Was I did sunflowers, and I did all different color sunflowers. I had like strawberry blonde sunflowers, pink sunflowers, red ones, and then birds came and destroyed them. I worked so hard, and then birds just came in. They were trying to get the seeds out of the sunflowers. So I've got to look for some sort of solution if I'm going to grow sunflowers this year. I haven't made up my mind yet. Some people are saying online that what I need to do is basically get a whole bunch of seeds and scatter them throughout the yard so that they don't want to come to the sunflowers. But I just have the feeling that's not going to work because my neighbor next door has a ton of bird feeders and they still came and wrecked my sunflowers. Okay, next up from Sunset, I'm going into the middle orange shade. It has been a really busy weekend for me outside of YouTube. I'm really glad that I'm finally getting to sit down and film for you guys because real life has been weird. So this is the time of year where it starts getting busy for the business that I run with my sister. We have been very busy filling orders and making designs for the following season. So I hadn't had a lot of time to record or to get on and talk to you guys. So I think I was up to like 5 last night like, answering people's comments, but I love it. Don't get me wrong, you guys, I love it. I haven't switched brushes the whole time, by the way, because right now I'm just working in mattes. They're all getting blended together, so I'm not really that concerned with switching brushes. I'm even using like a very, very crappy brush. This one is from Mary Kay. All right. And going into this brown shade, you'll be surprised if you've never used the shade right here, just how pink it is on the eye. I feel like that's gonna match the shade that I bought in the Makeup by Mario Lippy. Going back to it though, I have to give you guys props. Some of you are really funny. It's been great getting to know you all in the comments and just reading your thoughts and opinions. Yeah, some of you really crack me up. And now you guys can see what I mean. You see that like little pink undertone? The shade is just, I love it, love it. I don't have any other brown to pink shades like this in my collection. I actually might pick something that's a little bit more firm just to do the inner portion of my eye because I feel like this is a little bit out of control. Like I said, this brush is dookie. And friendos, who went to go see the John Wick movie this weekend? If you went to see it, I'm not going to give away much, but I will ask a question. You can leave your response in the comments. Just be careful reading other people's comments if you're afraid of spoilers. What did you guys think of the ending? I'm pretty suspicious. I feel like they kind of said something early on in the movie that made me think maybe the ending is not what it seems. I really did enjoy the movie though, so if you're on the fence about going to see it, I liked it a lot. I actually thought it was better than the third movie. The third movie to me was just kind of forgettable. Like, not that it's not fun, because it's always a wild ride with those movies, right? But yeah, I just felt like out of all of them so far, the third movie is my least favorite. Oh my gosh, you guys also cracked me up in that last video. I got a lot of thirst comments. Some of you guys really like John Wick. I was shocked when I saw that some of you even called him delicious. If you know, you know. If it's your first time tuning in, go back and watch my Yum Pistachio video. You'll understand. You'll have a more complete picture. I don't think I told you guys. I'm diving into Morgan. It's like this salmony peach shade. That's what's going on my lower lid. Not lower lid, you know. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm all over the place today, you guys. Lower lash line is what I was trying to get out. I can never get enough of the purpley shades in here. I think I'm going to go in with Aster, the blue purple shift one. It still has pink reflex. This is still going to show up very warm on the eye, even though it looks sort of cool tone in the pan. Y'all see that? I am going to spray my brush just so we can get through this a little bit quicker. But yeah, also outside of all the work that I had to do this weekend, I'm also taking a course, and it's a full-on makeup course. Now, I have gotten makeup instructional books before, but I've never taken like a formal class. So this has been this has been very interesting. I'm someone who sort of struggles with academia and just the whole sitting there reading, but this has really appealed to me. I will be talking about it more in a later video, but all of this is to say that I am feeling inspired. I think next week, if we have a day where we're not doing like some sort of new launch review, I think I'll do like an artistic makeup look. Then I think also on my lower lash line, I'm gonna go back into that little skinny brush. I'm gonna dive into that brown pink shade once more. And we're almost to the portion where I'm gonna try out that new Makeup by Mario lip product. And that's gonna be today's secret word. It's new, N-E-W. Please use it creatively in a sentence down below. Now I'm going to go into the shade Azalea. It's sort of a raspberry slash burnt orange shade. I'm gonna put this right in the center of my lower lash line. All right, friendos, I'm gonna go do liner and lashes off camera, and when I come back, I have a perfume to warn you guys about, so stay tuned for that. See you in just a sec. So guys, yesterday I also got to try out this perfume right here. This is by Commodity. It's called Paper. Now, yesterday was a really weird day for me. My sister left me here at the house all by myself. I was alone all day. I had to take my shower all by myself. It was terrible. I felt like a body without its soul. So I was basically just a walking corpse all day long. And I had to try this out by myself, and no one was here to witness the agony that this brought me. So this right here, I am not spraying this on myself again. I'm spraying it away from myself, and hopefully that smell dissipates quickly. Y'all, this right here was nauseating and headache inducing for me, and I normally do not have very strong reactions to perfumes in a negative way like that. It smells like computer printer paper mixed with whiteout. It's gross. I would highly suggest you stay away from this one. Now, I do love Commodity Milk, and there's something about this that does remind me of Commodity Milk after it dries down. But I ended up having to shower within an hour because I couldn't stomach it. So yes, after the dry down hits, you get a little bit of Commodity Milk. I think that that's just standard for the brand, just like with Dead Cool. You can kind of tell when something's a Dead Cool scent. I think you can probably tell by this brand what is Commodity. It's slightly more tolerable, but it's slightly more tolerable after you get the dry down because you do start to smell something good, but that turpentine, terrible smell just lingers on. I feel like there's no escaping it. So once again, not a fan. Let me know if you've tried this. I'm really curious because I've heard other people talk about this and they like it. And I just feel like I could never be friends with those people. I'm kidding. We all have different experiences. Products perform differently on everyone's skin. So do let me know if you have tried it, if you did like it. I want to hear about your experience. All right, I'm going to finish off this look today. I have some of this Hourglass bronzer sitting on my desk that I need to take off. Okay, and then I'm going in from Jaclyn Cosmetics. I'm going in with the shade Loverboy. Now this one is kind of orangey, and my eyeshadow is kind of orangey, so hopefully this goes well. You gotta really be careful with this because it is an intense one, friendos. Probably end up having to go in with a little bit of extra translucent powder to kind of tame it down. And that's today's video. I hope you guys had a fabulous time here today. Like I told you all before, I've had a great time chatting it up with you guys in the comment section. Be sure to let me know your thoughts on this lipstick, on this eye look, on all the makeup that we talked about today. It was so fun doing this review for you guys. Please don't hesitate to give this video a like if you did have fun. Subscribe if you have not done so already. Because if not, we'll both do this. I'll never know what could have been. Have a stupendous rest of your day. Goodbye.